Any, now this.
Militam jena tasmai shri gurave namaha.
You want to try the next one? This one.
Stapitam yena bhutale swayam rupa kadana.
Yes, next one.
Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Bhagavatam Sri Guru Vaishnavansha Sri Rupam Sagratam Sadvaitam Savadutam
Parijanasahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Radha. So what do you do the next one? Did you see the screen or you know it? She knows it? Let's see. Don't look at the screen. Go ahead. Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute. Next one. Nice, sing it nice, melodiously.
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Om Shupadaya Krishna 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 Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namane Namaste Saraswati Devi Om Ravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Aschatya Ishtadarine Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Alright, so for the next hour or so, we will be discussing a wonderful text from SB. SB means what? Srimad Bhagavatam 3 means third canto. 29 is the chapter and 17th verse of the text. Very nice. Krishna Prema, you want to try Shloka? Krishna, microphones.
Bhatam Bahumanena Dinanam Anukampaya Kriya Jaivat Matuleshu Yamena Niyamena Cha.
Thank you very nice. Anyone can recognize any of these words in Sanskrit if they can explain in English, if you can.
Maitreya.
Maitreya means?
Friendship.
Friendship. Very good. We'll see. We'll check it later. Maitreya. Huh?
Bahu.
Bahu.
Ba.
Bahu means hand, arm. Bahu.
Means hand, arm.
Arm.
Okay. There's no Bahu. Bahu. Okay. Let's check that out later. Good. How about you? Oh, that's it.
Tulya say like comparing.
Which one?
Tulya say.
Tulya say, comparing.
Tulya say comparing.
Yeah, comparing.
Cha.
Cha. What do you mean cha means?
Cha means
And or also. Good. And also.
Niyamena.
That's not difficult one. Some rules and
Rules,
regulations.
regulations.
Some rules and regulations, some guidelines. Hmm. Mahatam Bahu. Oh, you said Bahu.
Bahu.
I thought Bahu.
It's a Bahu. Bahu. It's
It's
a
not Bahu. Like Manina. Like Vasudev or Vasudev. So Manina. Okay. Okay, what about Dina now?
poor, but from like I don't know how to say in English.
Yeah, also compassionate towards. Yes.
Okay.
Huh? Kind, yeah, kind or compassionate towards, which is right. Right? Anukampaya. Anukampaya.
Means blessing.
Blessings. Okay? Maitreya friends. Sha, Niyamena, Yamena. So it's time for the truth here. That's it. Okay. Bahu, Bahu, with great respect. Oh, the two goes together. Bahu is great. Great respect. Maitreya friendship. What else was there? Cha is and. Niyamena with the regulation. Good. What other word was there? Anukampaya, compassion. Okay, we had different word. Dinalam to the poor. I think you were right. Who said the poor?
Yeah.
Okay, Dinalam is poor. Anukampaya, compassion. Okay, good. Okay, Atmatuleshu to the persons who are equals. And Yamena, control the senses. So Niyamena is regulations and control the senses. So it helps, right? This kind of word to word explanation really helps us. So you know what? We are getting advantages as here. Sometimes we see devotees, you know, we try to become devotees. We are trying to find a lifestyle for ourselves. As devotees, we are trying to find a lifestyle for ourselves. No, what is my role as a devotee in this world or in this world, right? So we are trying to find something which has already been given the answers or guidelines. I want to be a devotee in my life is my goal. Now, on the other side of the world, I want to be something in the world or not. Something means what? Doctor, pilot, engineer, mechanical, mechanics, computer science. We all want to be something. Parent, right? Good son, good. We want to be something. But when it comes to Shastra side, we always find it difficult to identify. Oh man, I'm already an accountant. How do I identify myself as a devotee? What do I do? See the point here? So we should see through the eyes of Srila Prabhupada's teachings that how he has already lined up everything for us. This is who we are. We don't have to separately identify, you know. So here we always today, Prabhupada Prabhu was here early, raining weather, first came swimming in the water. Did you walk or swim, bro?
Huh?
Did you swim or did you drown?
Almost.
Almost swimming, okay. Yeah. Right. So this is how we have to accept. That's the desire that calls us something to do something, right? When you see colleges, so we think about it, kids go to the college, right? We talk about colleges. So these type of method that Srila Prabhupada has made for us, right? You have heard of Srila Prabhupada? Prabhupada, no. So what brings you here then? How do you've been to Hare Krishna in Venezuela?
In Colombia, in
Colombia?
India.
In India? Wait, you went to India already? Okay. So have you seen him before? Okay, Srila Prabhupada, this is his name, okay? His books I will studying. These are his books all over here in this room to study. Now, I'm studying that he has given a great easy method to identify who am I, who you are, who everyone is. Like look at these young girls here, sitting with a book and pen. Because they identify what Srila Prabhupada will tell me today is going to be an amazing thing. I'm going to learn something and apply it in my life and it will help me grow in my life. But this is who I really am. Now I could be Venezuela, I could be Fijian, I could be Indian, I could be Bolivian, whatever we are. But this is, his teachings is bringing us together as God. When different sects of people Different countries will come together. What do we become?
Unity.
International? What else? Huh?
ISKCON.
ISKCON, International Society. What do you say? Oh, huh? Organization. What else will become? Family.
A nice community.
Community. I know community too.
Also, they say in school like a salad pot.
What? Mix of
With all
everything.
kinds of
That's also right. You guys are close, but I think we do every day to the Lord.
servants.
Servants. We come here with the mood of a service. Now, salad pot is good. Now, carrot has a different service. Let us have different service. Same way, we all have different services here. And that's what we want. We want to do only one thing together. Right? So, we are doing together. Someone is singing, someone is cleaning, someone is video here. This helps us. So, we have to become convinced. Srila Prabhupada's books is what I want to look for. To help me guide my life to realize who I really am. Okay, everyone spoke with me so far. Great, and this is a very verse actually. Radhika Rupa, you can read from there?
Yeah.
Okay, you have the microphone?
Plus.
Oh, yeah, we have.
Translation. The pure devotee should execute devotional service by giving the greatest respect to the spiritual master and the acharyas. He should be compassionate to the poor and make friendship with persons who are his equals. But all his activities should be executed under regulation and control of the senses.
Does this remind you of any other verse from any other book?
Is it 434?
No, I think we
Any other book?
yeah, of Robert's books. To become a guru, you need to
Nectar.
okay, you're going there, that's the right book. Right book.
Like our everything is aligned together.
Yes.
You have to like control your senses
Yes.
to avoid like bad association.
Yes.
In the Nectar of Instruction, verse 2? No, it's verse 1.
Verse 1, right? Yeah. I thought you guys did verse, yeah. Verse 1. Okay, go ahead.
Your phone also.
Please. Walk. Okay. You can sit. Go ahead.
Okay, like give like
Yeah.
okay. So here in the translation it starts off with how one is able to perform whenever they're executing devotional service, how they do it, and they do it with respect to like the spiritual master and acharyas. And I like how it's kind of sandwiched because then at the end it said that it should be executed under regulation with control of the sentences. So I guess like under regulation, I think under a teacher, under somebody. So I feel like it's a little bit sandwiched there. And then with the control of the senses, and that in executing the devotional service, you should be compassionate to, I guess, the poor. So I guess people who are lacking this devotional service, and be friends with the people who are here engaged with the service with you.
Yeah, it was very good, very good. Yeah. So a pure devotee. Who is a pure devotee? Srila Prabhupada is a pure devotee, of course, very nice. And every one of us who want to purify our activities in the process of becoming a devotee. Like someone said to you that we are not devotee yet. So we are trying to become devotee. We are trying to purify our activities to come to that level, right? So we cannot say that we are pure devotee, but we are trying to walk on that point. And then, should I only be known as a pure devotee? Is it enough? Oh, Dvaipayana is a pure devotee. Is it enough to be heard like that from someone? Now, this verse tells us, if you are a pure devotee, you must have all these things. First of all, greatest respect to spiritual teacher, which means I am still not pure. He is the pure. He is the best, right? That's one thing, is our relationship to the Guru. Then Acharyas, all the parampara. Then this party is not the main party. Compassionate to the poor souls. Hey, you are still there. What? I'm okay with everybody now. You're still struggling. Hare Krishna. God bless you. So, and make friendships with the persons of his equals. So what is required here? If you can see, what is required here from the person who wants to develop pure devotion? Compassion, you can choose your own words. Affection, love, care. This is required. Not to be said that oh, someone is more like Rishi running around here and there, so we become hard on them. No, that's on their level. Show compassion on them. Those who are two equals, become friendship. You make friendship with them, right? What does friendship mean? In good types of friendship, hi, Hare Krishna. In good types of friendship, what do we ask about each other? Very nice, KP is very nice. KP is very good. Krishna. Check each other's welfare. Now, the meaning of welfare is what? What is the meaning of welfare? Prabhu Ji? Don't know? Okay, good. What is defined as welfare now?
Assistance.
How much money you need?
How much you will,
How much you?
spiritual progress is going up.
How is your spiritual progress going on? The end. Period. That's the welfare we should be asking. Everything else is happening naturally by itself. Now, today we wanted to be, those who came from New York, wanted to be a sunny day. Can someone make this sunny day? No, we can make this sunny day. So we let the sunny day become a rainy day today, tomorrow will be a sunny day. But we want to continue to make sure that your spiritual life was good. This weather will dampen our spiritual life. Sometimes it does, right? Now they say there are 4 things which makes the people upset. One of them is the weather. Bad weather like this, we bring some kind of like unhappiness. Huh? Thank you. So, so this is what we have to make sure that as a pure devotee, we have to have the desire to become or purify our activities. What Ananda Prabhu said about this devotion. In the other word he used. What kind of chanting we should be doing?
Congregation?
No. What kind of name we should be taking? Avi, come on. What kind of name? Who said that? You? You see here. What name? Shuddhana. Oh my God, this is difficult task. Shuddha means pure. He wants all of us, not only his level of people, whatever this happens. He was talking to Kirtanians around him from the different levels of the world, parts of the world. Shuddhanam chanting. So what can we do? 1 second. We have transferred this from that's more to be, Hare Krishna. Nice. I can see the display. That's Shuddhanam. So that should be definitely happening. At the same time, not foregoing the task of being compassionate to the poor, making friendship with the persons who are his equals, right? And how do you know who is someone an equal level? Who is someone you're equal? Which means you have to have friendship only with someone who is equal. So how do you know if they're equal or not equal? One thing that will help you to be finding someone to be equal.
Remaining service at same level.
Okay, that's also taken. We'll take that over else. But something else more important, more steady that we all do, like daily, every day, for 2 hours.
Sincere.
Huh?
How much sincere?
Chanting.
Chanting.
Sincere, don't care about sincere. Chanting should be done. That's your level of friendship. Friendship with someone who's doing 16 hours. And if they are not yet chanting 16 hours, they are poor. Poor in terms of getting to the level of 16. Right? Not poor means money poor. Poor means I'm only doing 1 or 2 rounds right now. I'm not doing a country right now. So you show compassion to them to get them to the level of 16 rounds, Ekadashi round levels and all everything else which you are doing. And then of course being initiated about it. You follow me? Does it make sense? Right? We cannot be just friends with anybody. No. Because if we do carpooling, make them right? That's the whole point here. Otherwise, our talks will never become about the welfare. We only have few keywords in every class we do. There's a few keywords. We cannot talk about the whole thing. Sincerity, life, no. Welfare, compassion, and richness in our spiritual life. You are following? You need some make sense, right? You guys from here make sense? So now this is good. We know we should be doing this. The last line, the last part of the but is like a breathing. We don't stop breathing. We change 64 rounds even. We stop breathing. No. We don't stop breathing, right? So it has to be executed under the rules and regulations with the control of our senses. Look how you know the first sloka? Make a instruction of your head or no? Read it. Yes, good. But it says, now she's not a daughter anymore, she's a friend now. But now, in minute, you know the minute?
I only know about
Yeah. English? That's good, that's enough, that's enough. Yeah, Krishna can do the English.
A sober-posed person who can tolerate the urge to speak, the mind's demands, the actions of anger, and the urges of the tongue, belly, and genitals is qualified to make disciples all over the world.
Qualified to make disciples, the guru, or so pure devotee. But who was that person before? A sober person. Sober person like all of us. Right? So we don't have to really go for the danda or the cloth or saffron. No. We have to become what? Sober. To know that yeah, these are important things for me to take care of. Right? I think last week's one of the quotes talked. I think if you look back on the quotes, you might feel it that this somewhere resonates to this one. Okay, so good. So we are all on the same page right now. We want to become compassionate to those who want to receive the care. Sometimes we have kids, when we try to please them so much, they don't want to listen to us, right? That is what goes away. Oh, hey. Okay, we're good now. So 3.29.17, amazing text. And what is the title of this? Lord Kapila explains devotional service. That's the one. Okay, Avinash, can you read the prophet and give your feedback?
Bhagavad Gita 13th chapter, it is clearly stated that one should execute devotional service and advance on the path of spiritual knowledge by accepting the Acharya. Acharyopashanam, one should worship an Acharya, the spiritual master who knows things as they are. The spiritual master must be in the disciplic succession from Krishna. The predecessors of the spiritual master are his spiritual master, his grand spiritual master, his great grand spiritual master, and so on, who form the disciplic succession of acharyas. So basically he's saying you have to accept a spiritual master who's bona fide, who is following the line of parampara, like Srila Prabhupada, of course. And it starts from Krishna, come all the way down. So you have to do your research and follow. You just don't accept any person as a spiritual master.
Nice. And it says in Bhagavad Gita. So where in Bhagavad Gita?
It's in the beginning, I think the first and second page. It shows like from Krishna come down.
That's good. And if you're talking in terms of chapter? No, that's good. That's also good, but to accept the truth from a realized person like a spiritual teacher.
parampara praptam imam rajanasya badhu sakala mahata yoga nasta param tapam.
Minus 9 2. 4
34.
34. 434. Ask or seek the truth from a realized person. It's that's what it says in Bhagavad Gita. So this is the one that goes for that one. Okay? And that also applies to this video. But this is more direct. We need to go to someone who is
I've already seen the truth.
exactly. We have to verify this. Who has seen the truth first of all. And Prabhupada is of course a good example. But and also the parampara which you mentioned in the introduction comes the discussion on the last page of the introduction, right? So far we understand that to develop the quality of compassion to give to those poor in spiritual strength and to show our affection to those who are on the same level, to keep them motivated, what do we need? Exactly. Spiritual teachers required, right? And with the spiritual master's guidance and directions and leadership, what else is required for us to do? Very good. And one more thing. Follow instructions and control offenses. Yes. Yamena, niyamena cha. Very good. You guys are amazing devotees. I think you guys will become pure devotees and become spiritual teachers one day. Very nice. Okay, Shivu Simadaji, you will read this one?
It is recommended herewith that all the acharyas be given the highest respect. He stated, Gurus Nara Mati. Gurus means unto the acharyas, and Nara Mati means thinking like a common man. To think of the Vaishnavas, the devotees, as belonging to a particular caste or community, to think of the acharyas as ordinary men, or to think of the deity in the temple as being made of stone, wood or metal is condemned.
You, okay. This is enough, right, I guess? Okay. You have an idea?
We have to give respect to the acharyas. We don't think acharyas as not like a common man. Think of the Vaishnavas, the devotees, which they are the belonging to a particular caste or community.
On, right?
It's on, but it's not getting me on.
Okay, it's fine. Okay. So what's the key word here in the part here?
We don't think acharyas are not a common man.
Acharyas, talking about acharyas. Anyone can explain what acharyas is?
Spiritual master.
Spiritual
Master.
or is the predecessors, the line of spiritual teachers, right? Who are the acharyas here in the room? You can see in the order.
Vinod Thakur.
Right. Right. And 6G, yeah. 6G. So 6 Goswamis. So these are the acharyas. Now Haladhar Maharaj made a good observation, presented this. If you go to India or other temples, you will see the acharyas, whoever the acharyas of the Sampradaya is, their pictures are on the wall. Up on the wall. Right? So all revered acharyas, we respect them. Oh, okay. That's yeah, okay. We give them what kind of respect? Highest respect. Highest respect is what? To worship them. And only people on the altar are supposed to worship. That's why they are there. Everything on the altar should be worshipped. That's why they are. This was our Gaudiya Math system. Carried on like this. Established this system. Unto the acharyas, Guru should be unto the acharyas. They are on the altar. And when they are on the altar, what do? We beg them for the mercy. And Kopi the Kanthas, Ritau, was the last 4th sloka of the 6 Goswamis, 7 Goswamis. Who is that? 4th sloka, 4th text. Open the contrast with the open basically is underwear and content is then beads. These are the only two ornaments that were worn by our 6 Goswamis. While they had so much of riches, real riches, money was real riches, not just our knowledge riches, that much. Because they found the highest truth as taught by Mahaprabhu. They left all those things, and these are the only ornaments, open underwear and this only, there was nothing else. And they went out to preach Krishna consciousness to everybody. Right, so, of course, studying of 6 Goswamis can be one of the Sunday projects. Right? You like it, right? That's good. So how about Gopi Bhav and who else will be a partner? Everything you do alone. Okay, I'll let you decide. You are not saying pick somebody, right? So Neeraj and Sunil, you are doing when? September 22. September 22, Neeraj and Sunil will do a presentation on 10-11. No, 9-11. 10-11. Right? Everybody can be making sure that here. Can you get better? No more sickness going on. So that's is enough. But we must understand the highest respect. Acharyas. Half of the life of the devotee should be born doing what? Huh? Serving the acharyas and breaking the acharyas, begging the acharyas. Half of our life should be just doing like this. Because that's what they have been doing. Begging. Good. So we are, remember the shloka? Tadaji was the shloka? No? Text. Remember the text?
Third
No,
canto.
think about this one behind you.
Third canto.
No, this text we just read. Do you remember still in hand? You forgot the text. What the text talks about of this today's class here. Today's class text. Who remembers today's class text? No, you know the number, but what it talks about? Huh? Friendship. Okay, good. You found one, but thank you, Suki. You are paying attention. Yes.
Compassionate to the poor and making friendship with equal level.
Right? You read from there. Don't read from there. Don't from here.
How one should identify a pure devotee?
Yes, that's the nice one. Pure devotee. We all want to work towards doing our devotional in a pure level. Oh, some devotees say, मुझे तो होता नहीं है. I don't really wonder. घर में बच्चे हैं, kids हैं, it's not difficult. Or sometimes this is something you need to hear, but show compassion to them and say, yes, I can help you. Don't worry. Let's do this together. Because that one is not happening, but everything else is happening. Big problems are happening, but it's not happening. Okay, great. So Niyam Mena, we're going to stop. Okay. Niyam Mena. Sunil Prabhu, you know, try this one. How about let me go now. Now, let's do now first. From Niyam Mena.
Niyamena. One should offer the greatest respect to the acharyas according to the standard regulations. A devotee should also be compassionate to the poor. This does not refer to those who are poverty-stricken materially. According to devotional vision, a man is poor if he is not in Krishna consciousness. A man may be very rich materially, but if he is not Krishna conscious, he is considered poor.
That's good. That's good. Can you repeat that? Can you go? Let me know.
So it's saying that you should offer all the highest respect to the acharyas according to the Vedas and the standard regulations. And a devotee should always be compassionate to those who aren't at the same level of Krishna consciousness, or if they don't have Krishna consciousness, because even though they might have like material wealth and spiritual wealth, they are basically nothing.
Exactly. So, a man is poor if he is. Yes. We all are poor if we are not in ISKCON. Krishna consciousness. Why I said that ISKCON is funny, you know why? Prabhupada came here. Prabhuji came last representation of Prabhupada. How much money did Prabhupada bring here?
40.
Equal to almost nothing. Now he is the richest man of the world. Yes or no?
Yes.
How many temples he's gone over? Oh, Krishna. The funny part is that his book, the Bhagavad Gita, is the only book, all over any other books, which is still sold today. And that's the highest seller. The Bhagavad Gita as it is. Highest seller. We're still selling on the streets right now. Right? You know what is going on in the streets, right? Highest seller. Otherwise, the author's books come when it's very new, good, go sell, and then finish, sell stop. Then you write a new book. So, I say ISKCON, that sounds funny, but in Krishna consciousness, Prabhupada is the only one who introduces Krishna consciousness, especially in the Western countries. A man may be rich materially, but if he's not in Krishna consciousness, he is poor. And why is he poor? He or she knows themselves, they are always going through some kind of suffering, some kind of difficulties, right? The adjustments, I'm making some adjustments, but they're still not satisfied. Because, what is missing? Krishna is missing. Now, what is Krishna in other words? Huh? All attractive. What's your name? Gauranga Lila ki jai. Very nice. Nice daughter. Very good. That's how you're supposed to bring up kids. They're all attractive. Right? And what does it mean? Like now we have lights in the room, right? But the light switch is not connected to it. So what's the use of the lights? No use, right? So we have to be connected to Krishna. So that's how we can become lively, let's say. Okay, let's continue a little bit more. So this one. On the other hand.
On the other hand, many acharyas such as Rup Goswami and Sanatan Goswami used to live beneath trees every night. Superficially, it appeared that they were poverty-stricken, but from their writings we can understand that in spiritual life they were the richest personality.
What do you know about these two personalities? What else you know about them? You know anything else about them?
Yeah, I think during the kingdom of Mughals they were the ministers, I believe, in
Yes.
that, and then with the order of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they left their position.
Yeah,
and
so while they were ministers, they were very wealthy.
very wealthy, yes.
Right.
And yeah, they left the position and donated 50% of the amount to.
So they were wealthy
Yeah.
materially and spiritually is also much very, very rich person. So it's good to know about these two Goswamis. Anything else you want to add?
Yes, so yeah, they, even though they were materially rich, they were not happy with their position, and as soon as they, they came in contact with the Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's movement, they left everything and they turned their life to be spiritually advanced, and then help the people who are like in spiritual standard. Then they wrote, so I believe, so many literatures, and then they went to Vrindavan to build temples.
Yeah. I mean, example is right here. These two, your kids.
Yeah.
Sana is always fighting with you guys. I don't want to go home. But now, little 1 minute, which turns into like 10 minutes. And in the beginning, you guys like to come to school? The very, very beginning? Not so much, right? But now you don't want to go from here. Yeah, Sanatana Goswami, Rupa Goswami's examples right here. This is how. And now we are so rich in our singing and presentation, and also verbal presentation too. This is it. Following the footsteps, praying to the Supreme Acharyas, help us. Gauranga Lila, same way, young child, but is trying to please the Lord, right? By sharing everyone. Krishna consciousness to everyone about him. Okay, Gauranga Lila, now your turn comes. You have to read and then give your understanding what you understood from this reading in your own words. In simple terms. Let me see. From there to, from here. This is whatever is in the screen.
Everybody shows compassion to the poor souls who are wanting in spiritual knowledge by enlightening them in order to elevate them to Krishna consciousness. That is one of the duties of a devotee. He should make friendship with the persons who are on the equal level with himself or who have the same understanding that he does.
Can you explain something? What you understood in your own words?
So the Buddha should show compassion to the poor souls and who is wanting in spiritual knowledge by helping them or enlightening them to elevate them to Krishna conscious. So one of the duties of the devotee, he should make friendship with persons on equal level with himself or who has the same understanding as he does.
Right. What do you understand about the word poor souls? Who are poor souls?
The one like the newcomers.
Yes, very good. Newcomers, like this. This is enough. Someone came here and said, no, you're getting more attention from me. Sometimes new people come to temple and no one gives them attention to them. And they're sitting on the corner like this and then they leave. So we have to also assign someone to make sure someone's coming like Radhika policy. What happened to those family, the girl and the mother who left
They,
last week?
last week? Oh, they had to go somewhere.
Okay.
But they said that they'll try
So
to
come back. Good, yeah. So then we have somebody there on the door like that to keep an eye on everybody. So poor souls and newcomers like this. So thank you. Very good. Anything else you want to add? You're good, right? So he should also make friends. So Kalyani is here. Wow. He's a mother this time. So last week, I'm sorry, not last week. This one, yeah. So poor souls, one part, and second part also making friendships on an equal level. Now, what does equal level friendship means? What is it actually doing? It says, like you touching someone with the energy to transfer it to you as well. Otherwise, if you give, what happens to your bank account? Low. So recharge. So hold on something. Recharge. So this is how we have to think like this. So friendship with an equal level. What kind of friendship this should be? Should be somebody? What kind of friendship? You should also make a friendship with a person equal level. What kind of friendship? Who can check on your welfare, which is spiritual progress welfare. Right? Those are good friends. Now, if, for example, Palash comes and asks you, Mataji, how many rounds are you chanting? So you'll be very happy or not very happy? Well, from the question. Happy. Yeah. Happy. And one time Prabhupada became a little bit upset. Something was happening. I can't remember the whole story. He was upset. And some new devotee or new disciple came to him. Prabhupada, don't worry, just an Hare Krishna. He came to give advice to Srila Prabhupada, just an Hare Krishna. Prabhupada said, you are right, you need to Hare Krishna. And such Hare Krishna. That's how it's supposed to be. So he doesn't need to see. The idea or the advice was about chanting Hare Krishna. Right? If it's a Prabhupada, don't worry, I'll fight for you. No, that's wrong. Right? This is called welfare. So we have to make sure you pray to the acharyas for this kind of friends come in my life to check on my welfare. Have to pray. Sometimes husband and wife we don't check on each other's welfare because we are always living together. Sometimes you have to seek outside friendship too. Applies to everybody. Everybody. So make sure someone is checking on our welfare. Someone is checking on our welfare. In a good way, no, not with a stick. Abhi, what's going on, bro? Right, nicely with love and affection. Devotee who shows compassion, same way should receive it in a compassion way, right? Sometimes when we give donation, we shouldn't think I'm king, I'm giving donation. And sometimes when you receive donation, we should also think I'm very poor, very beggar. No, you don't have a qualities. You are giving what you're supposed to give. This is your share part. I'm receiving as I'm supposed to receive. That share as my quota to receive. In terms of serving the Lord. I'm talking about donation of something to serve the Lord. Okay, whatever he does, very nice. Go Bob, question?
Yeah. I had a comment. Nectar
Microphone?
of Instruction.
Sometime, please, microphone right there.
Nectar of Instruction, text 5, has a very similar translation to this verse. Huh?
Just right? Or,
If we put
yeah.
or later on. It's almost the exact same copy.
Almost the exact same copy. Yeah, that's why I started looking at the instruction, first one. nectar of instruction. Number 5. Read it out loudly, please.
One should mentally honor the devotee who chants the holy name of Lord Krishna. One should offer humble obeisances to the devotee who has undergone spiritual initiation, diksha, and is engaged in worshipping the deity. And one should associate with and faithfully serve that pure devotee who is advanced in undeviated devotional service and whose heart is completely devoid of the propensity to criticize others.
And in this place here, we all know who are initiated, who is serving the deities, who is chanting the holy names, who have undergone initiation, right? And hopefully they are not criticizing anybody. That is good to know. When you talk about it so much.
X4 is on.
Okay, yeah, we'll go next time. Everything is in line. That's why nectar of instruction means what? The whole book. In Hindi is most sound Sanskrit. Upadesh Rita. Amrita. Nectar, right? So that's a nectar that this is sound like difficult things to do, but very, very important, right? Okay, Shilpa, your turn came now. Give the microphone to her. She will read and explain in your own words.
There is no point in making friendships with ordinary persons. We should make friendship with other devotees so that by discussing the themselves they may elevate one another on the path of spiritual understanding. This is called
Ishta Goshti. Now, this is what I want to bring all of us together. Now, can you explain what you understood? What have you understood?
It's best to make friendships with other people who are involved in reading the Gita like you, so that your ideas are common.
So we are friends now?
We're friends. Yeah.
Great, great, yeah. So we can everybody friends. So Shilpa has been coming regularly. Even though she's a little bit late sometimes. It's only 5 by the way. But she's becoming regularly and she doesn't know so many of us, but she has connection through Prabhupada's reading the words and through Krishna. So this is enough. That's what is required. We want to make what kind of progress? Gradual progress. Slowly, slowly. Right? Prabhupada always says, Prabhupada never says, do your best. He always says, try your best. Which means he knows we're not good for anything. We're going to do a little bit. So try our best. Now this key word is our life and so for all devotees. Ishta Goshti. Now without reading further down, let's see. Ishta Goshti. What does Ishta Goshti mean? I mean, you could know. Sunil?
To go there, what I think is talk about Krishna and his pastime and maybe Srila Prabhupada's instructions.
That part is good. We're missing one part.
I remember when we used to live in a boys, like all students together as a devotees, when we used to have discussions about what changes need to be made, we used to have that session called as Ishta Goshti, where everyone will give recommendations. Okay, this is the thing that needs to be changed, that thing needs to be changed, like that.
Okay, anyone else?
Simple discussion.
You guys not hitting the point. You're just saying half things.
Exchange.
Huh?
Exchange.
How can I make your Krishna conscious life better and vice versa? And discussing with each other, how can I help you in this way?
That is very close, yeah. Discussion, simple discussion. And what you said? Discussion also? Right, you missed the word Krishna discussion. He covered it. With each other as a friend, Krishna discussion. Now, what you have been saying, hopefully it was all done with good intention, but this term also has been kind of like wrongly used in ISKCON. Ishta Goshti means having a meeting. Mataji, why did you come to this temple today? Why are you late? That's not Ishta Goshti. Ishta Goshti means, Ishta means friends, Goshti means discussion about Krishna. Items of Krishna, Mahaprabhu, Gaura Mahaprabhu, all these items. This is what Ishta Goshti means. Sometimes we use the word Ishta Goshti, let's say Ishta Goshti, with the indication that yes, should be a spiritual understanding. But sometimes it turns out to be really heavy. No, I didn't come to, I didn't do this. No, that no say, right? So Ishta Goshti means what? What me and you guys do every week. We didn't do last week, 10-minute call. Ishta Goshti. So one more thing I want to ask, I think I asked Neeraj or Sunil, that you guys talk with me about the 10-minute call. Also call others also the same way. Do you guys, do you talk to Rasikar Prabhu on the phone? When did you talk to him last on the phone? on the phone. Like at home, at home. Not only face to face once a week happening, but after that, not much, right? Yeah. So we must do this. Call him up as Guru. What's going on? He's checking on you, So sometimes you have to do the smart. Instead of asking him, how's your chanting going on? Oh, my chanting is very bad. You can help me. Click. Right away, he'll help you. And then, you're good. Same, floating on the same boat now. So we have to keep talking to others at the same time, texting or talking is also good if you can talk. Texting is become too common these days. Right, Manish? How many times you talk to Dvaipayana? Every day. That's real love, right? Oh, or you need the money or something. Fix. Help me or fix something. Oh, Karan is bothering me. Where's Karan singing, by the way? Sing with you or? Oh, wow, okay, every day. We're not coming back completely. So we have to discuss. Easter Gosti is right here, making friendship. You should make friendship with other devotees, so discussing themselves may elevate on another path of spiritual understanding. Good, very good.
Point
20
I was hearing from Prabhupada's lecture, and he mentioned that all the discussions that we do, whether it's devotee or non-devotee, it should be Krishna related. Try to discuss everything which is Krishna related only. Doesn't matter the person is an ordinary person or a devotee.
Right, so don't send those motivational thought. No Krishna related there to me.
Actually, Prabhuji, that's shared by one devotee's daughter.
Okay, yeah. So you have to check them. Are they poor souls or rich souls?
Yeah.
That's a Krishna devotee. Yeah. Like, I was saying Bhajan Kumar also. We all call him Hari, Hari, Hari. But his actual name is Gora Hari. I have to remind you. His name is Gora Hari. And that helps us for me to also call Gora Mahaprabhu's name. So, of course, nicknames are there.
Also, one point more I want to mention about the 6 Goswamis. That I was reading there's a book, right? That said that they were staying under one tree.
Yes.
At one night.
Yes.
Because they don't get attached to that. So it just always stuck in my mind how detached they were and becoming like, I just heard they are ministers. So it's amazing their detachment. They're out here like.
Yeah, I mean, that's another talk for another day, but quickly, this attachment is actually what?
Spiritual attachment.
Great. That's what you have to see. This is sometimes I talk about the craziness of devotees. Should be like this. Attachment, it is some detachment. It's attachment. Materially we think, oh, he must have finished. He left so many gold coins, Sanatana Goswami had to look for Isha to look in, take him out. There's attachment to what? Whose feet? Mahaprabhu's feet, Mahaprabhu's sections. That's how I said, we are so lucky here that we are right here, Mahaprabhu. Oh, nobody else. What is the last line of Radha Krishna Pranamara? Last line. Radha Krishna Pranamara's last stanza, last verse. First line of the last verse, the fourth one.
Seva Abhilasha.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Dasera Udasa. In the first three, called Pura Tambula, Jasmine flowers, Radha Krishna's pastime, this. All I'm doing this to who? Radha Krishna Radha. Radha Govinda was here. The Pura Tambula, feed them this, give them jasmine flowers. We also had jasmine flowers. Thank you, Shraddhanjali, to plant jasmine flowers for the Lord, especially. Right? First thing is about Radha Krishna only. But last line, Narottam Thakur says what? Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Dasya Anadas. What does it mean?
Servant of the servant of the servant.
Through them or through him only I can think other services, other things. Our goal is what in life? One, not two. For Radha Krishna. Gauranga Mahaprabhu. You have to accept it, not accept it. This is it. The first canto is called what canto? First canto. First canto of Bhagavatam. What does it spoken about in the introduction?
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You ready? Is it? I also read it when I was I'm not reading Chaitanya Charitamrita right now. Srimad Bhagavatam should be about Krishna. But we reading about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, like it wasn't coming in my head. I wasn't able to digest it nicely. Gauranga has a nice name. Gauranga Mahaprabhu. That's not name. He is only one. He is the source of prem, love, to give us to that point. So, who is Ananda Thakur now? One of the Acharyas. Good. That's why every Sunday, what do we have at the end of the program? Vaishnava Bhajan by the Acharyas. This is very, very important. Our Sunday love feast, I know you guys from New York, a little different here. We have a 4-hour program. It's like a school. And we study different aspects. At the ending, we beg to the Vaishnava Acharyas by singing the glories. Someone singing today, I don't know who's singing, but we have to beg the Acharyas to sing the glories that also give me or grant me the blessings that I can also develop a tinge of devotion that you have, so we can also serve. Mahaprabhu is right here, which we can't see. Like if this was real Mahaprabhu, what will happen? What would the difference be if this was real Mahaprabhu? Life Mahaprabhu. What would the difference be in terms of attendance? Every day, at least every day. We'll go home, we'll come back again next day, right? Real Mahaprabhu. So this is it. Think of Haridas Thakur. Haridas Thakur could not go to see Jagannath. He could not see the flag. But the Supreme Lord comes to his devotee. So we don't want the Lord to come to our house. And he knows all the addresses. He knows all the GPS logs. Mother didn't see you. Where is Vaishnavi today? So we don't want to make him do that. Okay. You tried? You didn't go, right? Did you go? No. You didn't go, right? You go? Oscar? What's going on? What's going on is there? You can see right from there.
From January?
No, from Bhagavad Gita, top.
In Bhagavad Gita, there is a reference to Bodhayanta, discussing among themselves. Generally, pure devotees utilize their valuable time in chanting and discussing various activities of Lord Krishna or Lord Chaitanya amongst themselves. There are innumerable books such as the Puranas, Mahabharata, Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, and Upanishads, which contain countless subjects for discussion among two devotees or more.
No. Yeah. Can you go from there? Yeah.
So it's mentioning how pure devotees and how they spend their time speaking about the glories of Krishna and chanting, and then it mentions the various books that have pastimes of Krishna and all the type of topics in which pure devotees engage their conversations in.
Right. And how many people should we discuss with?
2 or more.
Yes. Love the answer now. I like Gopal. He specifies everything. You don't have to worry about thinking too much. What do I do next now? It's okay there. 2 or more. So how many 2 friends you have? At least 2? Palash. Okay. Avi. And okay, now good. Palash and Avi, does he ever discuss with you Krishna consciousness? Or just talks about soccer, football? Who won the game? Olympics? Talk about it. He didn't say anything.
Inquiries about how they
Good, this is our check. See? Triangle of truth. Right here. Great. This is how it should be. Great friendship. Everyone should find this kind of friendship and discuss, right, amongst each other of what we could know more. What is Krishna? Can he be known? Can Krishna be known? Why can he be known? Who is he? Defined as? Unlimited. So definitely cannot be known. There means there is so much more to know, more to know. Right? Cannot be. Okay, Palash. Let me see 1 second. Yes, from here.
Friendship should be cemented between persons with mutual interest and understanding. Such persons are said to be Swajati, of the same caste, a devotee should avoid a person whose character is not fixed in the standard understanding, even though he may be a Vaishnava or a devotee of Krishna. If his character is not correctly representative, then he should be avoided.
Yes. Okay, this is a strong one, good one. Some explain.
So we should be like friendship should be cemented between mutual interest and understanding. So that's like you said, like people who are of same level like that, that they are also struggling and they started Krishna consciousness at the same time. But on the other hand, like the motive is very important of the person who is like that's what the Vaishnava is said, or the devotee of Krishna. So even though let's say someone comes to temple, but maybe let's say it doesn't happen here like that, but in India, like people just come to because they want to send their kids to America or something like that. So they were like, oh, can I just come to inquire about that? So like no, we should be like still compassionate and listening to them, but we should not be like very devotional level friend with the people of this kind of motives.
And this new word is here, Swajati. Same caste, we all has problem with caste systems. This is the real caste, Swajati means caste about talking about Krishna. That's the caste we want to belong to. Okay, and the last part you didn't explain, Prabhu. What should be avoided?
Okay, if his character is not correctly represented, so a person who is coming to temple or a devotee of Krishna, so if it is not correctly representative, means like let's say Prabhupada's this thing, right?
Even though he may be a Vaishnava.
Yeah.
Very nice, Dhoti Kurta.
Kalir. Kali.
Yeah, Kalera, I know, that's Duryodhan. Something is given. Right? So we could come to temple to see someone in devotional dress, but then we find out that I want to become like them. Because what? She's wearing the dress, but no japa, no chanting, no reading. Oh, I love it. It's so easy, right? Just prasadam eating and going home and making plans to meet, go to the beach or rock springs or whatever. That's all is required. Not seriously enough, right? That should be avoided. Now, avoidance should also be done in a very smart way. Now, we here have so much of other exciting spiritual activities that we don't even have to avoid anybody. Because we are presenting everything with so much excitement, right? We wanted to do a gathering, but people are not feeling well, but still our mind and spirits were together. And somehow, we'll have to plan this again sometime or some other day. We know it was feeling good. So our character can be what? Can anybody see our character, Sanjana? Can anyone see our character? Very good answer. No one can see. What they see? Outside wearing. Inside? Mataji, who knows Hindi here? Muh mein Ram Ram. So this is the character. Just be smart and be avoiding. So how we avoid them? Just start 254. As soon as someone opens their mouth, then you know them who their real character is. So we talk to them about Krishna consciousness stuff. And they'll say, no, like, sometimes I get so much information shared, something I don't want to share in the class. But Kopisha shared this with me last week that in the Prabhupada's last special time, someone wanted to go and drink coffee. So anyway, this is the latest. So this is what not to present. Outside we are very nice, coffee dress and everything, but we don't think about going to drink coffee because the program has been too long. So we have to avoid these kind of things by speaking Krishna consciousness. When you speak Krishna consciousness stuff, then you know naturally they will avoid from you. So all you do is pray for them, Krishna, Prabhupada help them, come to me, I can help them too. Otherwise, there are so many other friends for us to go ahead. So Bhajagovind, the last part here, Prabhu, one should come closer, Prabhu. Bhajagovinda.
One should steadily control the senses and the mind and strictly follow the rules and regulations, and you should make friendship with persons of the same standard. So the friends that we decide to keep around us should be at the same standard of following the regulative principles, chanting our daily rounds, and trying to progress.
Yes. And it's very easy to make friendship with Bajranga. And you would like to easy to make friendship with, and he also following the rules and regular strictly. Right, so yeah, this is what steadily. Steadily means what? In gradually. Very good. I like this. Steadily means Prabhupada is so kind to us. Gradually, right? So if I ask, how many of you are following Ekadashi? Don't raise your hands. You don't follow. Right? So how many of you are following Ekadashi, for example? So if you are following Ekadashi, great. If not, what we should do?
Try.
Huh?
Try.
Try, or Prabhupada's words?
Try.
Gradually or steadily. What do you say, Radhika?
I said become friends.
They will now become friends with you. Yeah, oh my God, he always does Ekadashi, man. And they don't eat anything, they don't drink anything, it's too much.
Actually, I was listening to Vicar Rashid, I'm like listening to him like reread the Nectar of Devotion. He was talking about his one Shri Krishna.
Yeah, right.
And he was talking about like Ekadashi. And he was like saying like, yeah, so all many devotees like they do Nirjala Ekadashi and this and that, but Prabhupada, I never knew a time where Prabhupada didn't eat Ekadashi.
Yeah.
And he was like, if Prabhupada did it, it's good enough for me.
Yes, that's it. We have to follow Prabhupada. We don't want to change things about here. No, sometimes the Easter Goshti becomes something different now. We don't want to get on the same. What did he say here? Easter Goshti means friends, two or more, talking about Krishna. On the altar, Krishna. In the book, Krishna. Anywhere else. Right. So, for Ekadashi, means what? Fasting from and feasting with and everything else. That is not grains and beans. This is it. That Prabhu was telling us that in America, even salt is a spice. Right? So, we have to be careful which salt we eat. Is Himalayan salt good to eat? Himalayan salt? Yes.
Better.
It's better, okay. There's no grain mix in there. Okay. He's good, he knows pretty much the source of most of the things. And so this ends the discussion here about what? What is the topic, if we want to give a topic to this text here? What could be the topic if you have to give a topic about this text? We just had an Easter Goshti. Yes or no? We just had an Easter Goshti. All friends, more than two, how many of you here on a rainy day here? See the weather changed. People came from New York, they were worried about the weather. See, this is how we have here. We just had an Easter Goshti about Krishna, about the Acharyas. Also, we discussed about the bhajan from Narottam Thakur, Mahaprabhu, right? Krishna, of course, is the ultimate goal there. Serving the Acharyas in the altar, understanding them by singing their Vaishnava bhajans every Sunday at least, and keep reading the meanings each time and making friendship with the devotees who are here, like Bhajanavinda. God is happy to share the friendship. Right? I think Vishnu was quoting you, that he learned the sloka 434 from you. I thought he said Prabhupada, but he said you. That's great. So you are establishing, yes, this is my Prabhupada. You must take this from my Prabhupada's teaching. That's very, very good. So if someone quotes you like this is impact. I feel this impact. You know, because the Nalini Mataji was giving Prabhupada this Vyasa Puja, and she put me kind of in the spot. I said, you know what you said? I said, oh my God, I didn't know what I said. You know, sometimes I say things, but I didn't mean to say those things. They said, if you have I said to, she said, and I said, that if you, Nalini Mataji, is a question bank, then Srila Prabhupada is the answer bank. You all heard me. So that's good. I was like, thank God I said that. So, yeah, great. 3 minutes. Anyone wants to share any reflection from this text about something they want to bring in their life? I don't say, I don't want to do a change. I want to say bring in their life. What is your name?
Kira.
Kira? Kira. You won't be here with us for long, right? Only this week? Okay. Change your plan. Over here. Yes. Rukmini Mataji, any thought in terms of today's text? Of what should we be doing in terms of being able to apply this text in our life?
I had like kind of a thing in my mind that if we have to only discuss about Krishna with everyone, right?
Right.
So then, like, there are people we come across who are not interested to hear about Krishna.
Right. Very good.
And we are connected to them. And we just cannot go to a level where earlier we were going for maybe parties, or we were going to places where, you know, we would want to have a tea gathering and things like that. Now we feel totally handicapped. That we can't be in that situation.
Handicapped, we feel happy.
Because people are discussing about all kinds of things. And it, you know, enters our ear holes.
Okay, okay.
And but when we are discussing, and they know we are Krishna consciousness, they are not able to take it. So we are stuck in the middle, like, you know. But I also wanted to mention one point about preaching. That when we do preaching, we still have to connect with people, and then does this apply the teachings?
Okay, Gaurav, what answer you have to Mataji's question? She feels handicapped because she has all of her friends. What kind of friends do you have? You also have some friends who talk about other stuffs. And how do you deal with the situation? Give her the microphone. How do you deal with the situation? Or you also feel pressured down and unhappy with them, or what do you do? Just to hear feedback.
I just listen to them, but I just don't mind them.
Okay, so from in here and out here, that's good, right? I just listen to them, but I don't pay attention. Don't really do it. Because you can avoid them, really, right? Naturally, you can avoid them. If you're going to school or work and you have people like them, right? I mean, you know, you have to keep trying your best to bring, like this Janmashtami, I brought one of my co-workers. And all the time at our work, we talk about our church. I talk about my church, she talks about her church. So we became friends, church friends. And she came here. And when she came here, she was introduced to Guru Gauranga. And Guru Gauranga gave him a good dose. Gave her a good dose. And she went home and bought henna. We did henna on her. She bought all the henna. I'm doing henna. City, I want to come again to your temple one day. I said, okay, come again. So we are good friends, very good friends. Co-workers, good friends. But now, you know, who knows, right? So, yeah, so we have to keep trying also. Krishna is there to help us. He wants, what kind of help Krishna will give us? Not easy help. He will put us in a challenging situation and then see what best we can do in that time. Right? And then I'll put this part up here, says, avoid it. So, Guru Bhat helped me how to avoid my friends, family who are very close to me. You will pray to him. Pray to the Acharyas, and God will help you. Not to
Also, Prabhuji, this is a really wonderful verse of Bhagavatam.
Yeah.
Does the before and after verse also is connected? We can read more?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, the way we are reading our Gita text also is individual text. Everything is flowing through, but Prabhupada's purport is what we focus upon. And there is always an individual presentation by him. Quickly.
So
Mataji, 1 second.
Mataji case, like you get invited, you take a friend of your caste, so you and that friend can discuss. Maybe somebody can join your discussion or not, but you will be
I
discussing.
love that. And sometimes we don't do in our caste, we don't half caste. And do that together. Yeah, 3.29.17. You all have to read. This is what we all who are reading 10 minutes call, we know we are getting like kind of overdose with happiness, with craziness, with, you know, what do you call it, whatever name you can give. The way Prabhupada presents. After in 14.18, what is one line of Prabhupada says? 14.18. If you don't read Bhagavad Gita or Prabhupada's books, or sorry, not Prabhupada's books, but follow devotional practices, their future is very dark. Hare Krishna. Abhi, you are up for Kirtan.